Not all countries are created equal. Some are poor, while others are wealthy. The richest 195 countries have more than enough resources to gain power. According to the definition of power in social science, it is the ability to influence people's behavior. A powerful country may have indirect control over other countries all over the world. In essence, a nation has unique and abundant resources to become one of the world's most powerful countries. Most of the time, you hear or read about the world's powerful countries in the news. They have an impact on policymakers and global economic trends. The rest of the world monitors its foreign policies and military spending. When the need arises, they frequently offer aid and support to poor or developing countries. Now, let us take a closer look at each of the top 10 most powerful countries in the world in 2022. Top 10. United Arab Emirates. This year, the United Arab Emirates, or UAE, is once again among the top 10 most powerful countries in the world. The United Arab Emirates is a confederation of emirates on the Arabian Peninsula's southeast coast, with Abu Dhabi as its capital. In the 19th century, the Emirates known as the Trucial States arose as a result of a series of agreements with Great Britain. 6 of these states merged to form the UAE in 1971, with the 7th Emirate joining in 1972. Despite its conservative roots, the UAE is regarded as one of the most liberal countries in the Middle East. Although the country is a federation of monarchies, its legal system is a hybrid of Islamic and civil law. According to the CIA's World Factbook, the country's GDP per capita of $69,958 is comparable to that of Western European countries. Furthermore, the UAE has been named the World Economic Forum's most competitive economy in the Arab world. The Federal National Council, on the other hand, is headquartered in Abu Dhabi. In addition, the UAE is a member of the UN, OPEC, and the World Trade Organization. Top 9. Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is ranked 9th among the world's most powerful countries this year. The vast lands and wealth of the Arabian Peninsula's colossal country. Saudi Arabia is located in Western Asia and covers approximately 830,000 square miles, making it the 5th largest country on the continent. It is also the world's 2nd largest Arab country, after Algeria. This powerful Arab country was once at the heart of the Fertile Crescent, the civilization's cradle. The arc-shaped region had witnessed agricultural and technological development, including the use of irrigation as well as the invention of writing, glass, and other similar items. The arid climate and deserts of Saudi Arabia set it apart from the rest of the world. Oil is one of the few scarce commodities that keep the world turning. In addition to its oil reserves, the country has the 6th largest gas reserves in the world. The Islamic State's king is a direct descendant of the kingdom's founder from 1932. It has an abundant supply of oil. Top 8. South Korea. South Korea is the newest country to join the ranks of the world's most powerful countries in 2022. The Republic of Korea is the official name of the country, which is located in East Asia. The country had a long history of the conflict that had enticed the Korean peninsula. Until now, the region's 2 countries have been estranged. Park Geun-hye, the country's first female president, was embroiled in a corruption scandal that rocked the country in 2016. Ban Ki-moon, the former United Nations Secretary General, was born in South Korea. Ki-moon has been named to Forbes' list of the world's most powerful men. It is the world's 27th most populous country. With a GDP of $1, the East Asian country has become one of the wealthiest in the world. It uses cutting-edge technology and has the world's fastest internet speeds on average. Agriculture, on the other hand, accounts for only 2% of the country's GDP. The country is now the world's 11th largest economy and 7th largest exporter. Top 7. France. The world's 7th most powerful country is one of the world's oldest and the largest in the European Union. France accounts for nearly 1/5 of the total area of the European Union. France is the world's 4th wealthiest country, with a population of 72 million and a GDP per capita of $40,380. France is well known for being the world's largest user of nuclear power. It is also one of the world's leading exporters of weapons. This European country has acres of productive land, which is why it is a top agricultural exporter, ranking 3rd in the world. The country is known for having a collection of the best artworks in the world for tourists to view. Earlier in 2015, a satirical newspaper reported that the country had succumbed to the fangs of terrorism. France is a founding member of the United Nations and has a seat on the UN Security Council. This formidable nation is a member of the World Trade Organization, the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, and NATO. Top 6. Japan. Japan is the second Asian country to join the list of the world's most powerful countries. This country, also known as the Land of the Rising Sun, is an archipelago. Tokyo is well known for being one of the most expensive cities in the world to live in. This East Asian nation's power is concretely defined by having the world's highest literacy rate, which is nearly 100%. In addition, the country is one of the most technologically advanced in the world. Despite the catastrophic disaster that struck in 2011, it has the world's third largest. Japan is currently one of the world's largest producers of steel, electronics, and automobiles. Sushi, a popular dish in the culinary world, originated in this country. Sumo wrestling is a traditional sport that dates back to the 8th century. Japan is also a member of several international organizations, including the United Nations, the Asian Development Bank, and the World Bank. Top 5. United Kingdom. The United Kingdom is the world's 5th most powerful country. The United Kingdom is a country in Northwest Europe that consists of England, Scotland, Wales, and the northern part of Ireland. The country's economic and political clout in the international community can be traced back to the British Empire, which was established during the colonial era. The Prime Minister is the highest-ranking official in the government. London, the capital of the United Kingdom, is one of the world's most popular tourist destinations. Tourism and banking are major economic growth drivers in the country. The country also has the world's strongest naval forces. In addition, the country's global influence in the arts and sciences has grown. The United Kingdom is also the birthplace of William Shakespeare, one of the greatest writers in literary history. The country has also established some of the best universities in the world, including Oxford, Cambridge, and Imperial College London. Top 4. Germany. Germany is the world's 4th most powerful country. Following its defeats in World Wars I and II, the country was divided into East and West Germany by the famous Berlin Wall. It was not until 1990, following the fall of the Berlin Wall, that the country was reunited. In terms of economics, Germany has one of the world's largest economies, with a GDP of $3 trillion. The country in Central Europe ranks 5th in the world in terms of purchasing power. It is the world's 2nd largest exporter of goods and 3rd largest importer of goods. It is well known for being one of the world's leading manufacturers of automobiles, boats, and electronics. In terms of culture, Germany has produced a number of world-famous figures in science and the arts. The country is the birthplace of Ludwig van Beethoven and Albert Einstein. Germany is also a member of several major international organizations, including the United Nations, the European Union, the Group of G20, NATO, and APEC. Top 3. Russia. 3rd among the world's most powerful countries. It was once the Soviet Union's largest republic. Russia became an independent country only after the Soviet Union disintegrated in 1991. Russia is the world's largest country, bordering 14 countries on both the European and Asian continents. It exports natural gas, timber, metals, and oil, making it one of the world's largest economies. Furthermore, Russia is the 2nd largest exporter of military weapons after the United States. So, the fact that Russia has the most nuclear weapons in the world, estimated at 8,400, makes it unquestionably powerful. Russia is currently regarded as a cosmic economic force in the world. Russia is a member of a number of international organizations, including the G20, APEC, and the Council of Europe. It also participates in the World Trade Organization and the United Nations Security Council. Top 2. China. China is still ranked 2nd among the world's top 10 most powerful countries in 2022. The Communist Party has ruled the country, known as the People's Republic of China, since the late 1940s. With 4 billion people, China has overtaken the United States as the world's most populous country. The country has dozens of ethnic groups, but Han Chinese make up more than 90% of the population. It is the world's 2nd largest country in terms of landmass. After Russia, major reforms were implemented in the country under China's former leader, Deng Xiaoping, in 1978. China has significantly improved the economic well-being of hundreds of millions of people. In terms of military power, China is renowned for having the world's largest military. China is also one of the countries with the world's largest military budget. However, the country has also made significant investments in renewable energy. Top 1. United States. In 1776, the rebel leaders declared independence after winning the Revolutionary War against the British colony. Based on its gross domestic product of $21, the North American country has the world's largest economy. Furthermore, it has the world's largest coal reserves. The United States demonstrates its military dominance. Back in the day, the country had already survived a civil war in the 1800s that nearly split the country in two. The United States and its allies won 2 world wars in the 1900s. On September 11th, the entire world witnessed a terrorist attack in New York. It has since become more aggressive in combating terrorism around the world, launching the War on Terror. The United States is one of the world leaders in charge of international issues. In fact, the country was instrumental in the establishment of global organizations such as the United Nations and the World Bank. The country is known as a melting pot, attracting millions of immigrants from Europe, Asia, and other parts of the world. The legendary African-American artist Louis Armstrong was born in the United States.
I see trees of green.
Armstrong was widely regarded as one of the most influential figures in jazz history. The world's most powerful nation also has the world's best universities, such as the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Ivy League schools such as Harvard, Yale, and Princeton are also included. Despite being the world's most powerful country, the United States faces a slew of domestic issues: income inequality, racial tensions, national security, and massive debt used to finance wars are just a few examples. The U.S. is a member of several international organizations, including the G20, APEC, and the Council of Europe. It is a member of the World Trade Organization as well as the United Nations Security Council.